You know when you need a portable amp, a battery power amp maybe, and you still don't want to sacrifice the sound. You want that round and warm sound of a bigger amp. Well, I think I found a solution. Hello, this is Francesco, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna talk about this little baby here. This is a Joyo BSK80, and this is a portable amp, a battery powered amp, and drum roll, a 10-inch speaker amp with a 3-inch tweeter. Let's have a look on what we have here, because we have a very nice looking cabinet, incredibly nice, old style I would say, with a mixer here on top, 2-channel mixer, and you have chorus, reverb, delay, you have the anti-feedback, many features that you can find, in portable amp nowadays, this kind of the EQ, you have bass, middle and treble, so 3-band EQ, and you have the Bluetooth connections. You can also connect your device to play some music, all very interesting, all very kind of standard. But what is nice and I would say unique in this amp is also the possibility to use this one, because with the amp you have also this nice pedal here, and with this pedal you not only can control like the chorus, delay, reverb, and this kind of setup, and mute, also very handy, useful function and things that you can do remotely from the amp, but you can have this pretty nice button here, and this one is the looper, because this amp, with this one you also have an integrated looper. That's cool. Alright, I would say let's have a bit of test, because since this is a battery powered portable amp, I would like to bring it outside and see how it works, and then we can say something more.
Property can lead to notoriety. You can end the best, the only one. Gentleness, sobriety, are rare in this society. At night, the candles brighter than the sun.
It's a tune by Bart Bacharach, it's called Close to You.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkle and dust in your hair gold, starlights in your eyes are blue. As why all the boys in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Close to you. Close to you.
So, the first thing I noticed about this amp is the color of the sound. And that's why I started this video saying, do you want to have that round sound, warm and round? Yes, because the sound, it was pretty impressive. Like the quality, the warmth of the sound, it was pretty impressive. I would say that generally I imagine this amp, and I think it is actually more guitar and vocals oriented instead of, for example, I don't know, keyboard or just for playing music. I mean, it works okay, but for the quality, for the kind of sound, I think the best is when you use guitar and maybe vocals too. That's why I will describe the sound as, you see the look of this. Yes, the look is matching perfectly with the sound that you have out of it. This kind of very warm, I would say even old style in some way, analogic, if that makes sense, sound. And especially if you think about the competitors, the kind of other solution that you have about portable amplifier, you can find that kind of more maybe clear or hi-fi sounding in some other speakers, but many times in the downside is that they sound kind of too much processed, especially if you love that kind of again analogic sound. This I was really impressed actually when the first time like just started to play something. I turned it on and I started to check and play something. I was really like, wow, that's very natural, that's very warm. You imagine this sound from a kind of a big guitar, for example, amp, the kind of sound. So that was very nice. The second thing that I noticed is the volume, because this is an 80 watts amplifier, but saying just how many watts means not a lot in terms of how much volume you get. So I can tell you that some other speakers, portable speakers, can be more powerful of this one. So great, very nice sound, but if you don't need like a lot of volume, so it depends if you're busking or outside, it depends on the kind of environment, but still good. It depends from you use the way, the places you're gonna use it. Then another things that I liked is the remote control, so this kind of pedal that you connect to the speaker and you have there immediately some control, and especially the looper. I mean, I'm not a super user of loop in my music usually when I play live, but I actually enjoyed playing and using a bit of that. And I think especially for people that use more frequently the looper, I think it could be nice to have just the amplifier, especially thinking about portable solution that already has inside a looper that you can control. So that, I think that's nice, very great addition. I would say that generally I'm quite in love with the look of it, so I think I would just maybe want to have this just in my house, just to look at it and say like, oh, that's pretty nice. And actually I had the feedback of many people around, like listening me or just maybe passing by, that they were incredibly impressed even before I started playing. It was just there, the speaker, and many people were saying like, "Wow, what speaker is that? That looks so nice." And actually, also when I started playing and checking and regulating, like setting a bit the volume and everything, many people they were very curious about which amp it was, like because the sound was actually warm, very natural, warm, cozy, so that's very nice. So at the end, what I say about this speaker, I say that pros and cons. Let's do like this, that is more schematics, more clear. Pros: very nice sound, very warm sound, very analogic sound. If you like that, and if you play guitar and maybe sing, I think that can be a very nice sounding amp, portable amp. Pros: batteries, yes. Like many other portable speaker, built-in battery, no problem. You just charge it and you have hours of playing. Pros: this one, the little pedal that can give you a bit of control on the spot, and also the looper, very nice addition. Yes, not have to bring maybe another pedal, another gear, you just have everything in here. Pros: the 3-band EQ, cool, because I mean there are some speakers that you can find with up and stuff and you can control everything, but at the same time there are other speakers that like where you have just maybe high frequencies, low frequencies, so it's kind of okay, give me at least the middle too, so you have it. Cool, also the delay, reverb, chorus, this kind of little effects always handy, especially for guitar maybe, and vocals too, of course. Cons: what I would say about is not like the bright side of this amp is the volume. As I said before, it depends what you need. It can be very good sweeting and a very cool sound and look. But yes, if you need that bit more of volume, that can be not enough. It depends. And then the other downside, I think, is the weight, because that is supposed to be should be 14 kilos. That is a bit kind of on the heavy side, thinking about other portable amp. Not tragic, I would say. I think part of that weight is what makes this speaker sounds that warm. I'm not sure, but I have this suspect that is part of it, maybe the case, or I don't know. But yes, you have to say that if weight is a problem for you, maybe this can be a bit on the heavy side. Apart from that, yes, one last thing that I noticed that is on the not great side is the kind of plug, because you need to use its own plug. You have kind of transformer and then the adapter, and go inside. It's not the usual kettle cable standard that you found everywhere, and most of the products or the amplifier use. So I think, in my opinion at least, that could be better, with the usual standard kettle cable. But just because it happened that you need a cable and you forget the cable at home, it happened to me, and you need that, and you can easily find that because someone has that cable. It's so common. Instead, if you need to use his own cable, it can be more difficulties, or maybe even if you have a problem, if you broke that, you need to replace, but you need that exactly cable. Little, not very big issue, but I think it's nice to mention it since I tested it, so I can tell you a bit more about it. Said that, tell me what you think about, tell me if you already know the speaker, and tell me if you're curious about it. Everything, I always try to answer your question, and thanks a lot. Subscribe if you like this, that helps lots my channel. and put a like on the video if it was interesting for you, and see you next time.